I didn't learn this in classrooms or seminars. I learned it watching real houses behave like real houses. I learned it watching numbers that looked fine turn hostile once work started. I learned it standing in half-finished properties that didn't care how confident the original plan sounded. Construction is excellent at exposing fantasy. It doesn't argue. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't care what you meant to do. It just converts assumptions into invoices and waits for payment. That's why this book is written from an operator's perspective, not a commentator's. It documents what held up under pressure, what failed repeatedly, and what survived long enough to be trusted. Processes that work only in perfect conditions aren't processes. They're wishes with spreadsheets attached. You won't find hype here. This book is designed to be used before money moves, not after regrets show up. It's meant to sit open on a table, not on a shelf collecting credibility dust. If you use it once to stop yourself from forcing a deal that shouldn't be forced, it did its job. If it helps you tighten your execution so your exits get quieter instead of louder, it paid for itself. You'll also notice that the tone of this book is intentionally calm. Calm thinking produces better outcomes in this business than excitement ever will. Excitement makes people rush. Calm makes people precise. Precision preserves margin. Margin preserves freedom. And freedom, not volume, is what keeps people in this business long enough to get good at it. There's a lot of talk in real estate about scale, growth, and speed. Those things matter eventually. They matter after control is established. Scaling chaos just makes larger problems arrive faster. Speed without structure doesn't create advantage. It creates exposure. This book is conservative on purpose. Conservatism early allows flexibility later. When the front end is disciplined, execution becomes lighter. When the front end is rushed, execution turns into reaction. Reaction feels heroic in the moment. It's usually expensive. Another theme you'll see woven throughout is capital awareness. Not in a theoretical sense, in a practical one. Capital determines patience. Patience determines options. Options determine whether problems are inconveniences or emergencies. People who ignore that relationship tend to discover it when they have the fewest choices available. Capital is easy to ignore when it's plentiful. It becomes painfully educational when it isn't. This book doesn't assume unlimited reserves, perfect credit, or ideal conditions. It assumes reality. It assumes trades show up late sometimes. Materials get delayed. Markets shift. Buyers hesitate. Lenders ask questions at inconvenient times. The goal isn't to eliminate those realities. The goal is to build a process that absorbs them without panic. That's why you'll see a repeated emphasis on completion. Completion before profit. Completion before scale. Completion before confidence.